everybody, Edo here, and the good folks at Osprey Games have sent me Shahrazad. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a game by Yuo, and this is an interesting 1 to 2 player game. It's actually a tile-laying game where you're thematically telling a story, but I gotta be clear, there's absolutely no storytelling in this game. But you're laying tiles, and that story theme comes out on the cards, and they're all really fun art. The illustrator was Kotori Neiko, and it's really fun art, and it's all famous fairy tales. They don't really have anything to do with each other. You'll just, try to guess which fairy tale it was. Some are more obscure than others. But then they have a number and a color. And first and foremost, you're trying to complete a story going from lowest to highest as you proceed through the columns. So you'll actually start the game with just 1, and on your turn you're going to have 2 tiles in your hand, and you're going to be playing them out. And you have 2 tiles in your hand. You play 1. In a 2-player game, you can have columns of 3. They get offset a little bit, which I'm trying to fix. But in a single-player game, you get columns of 4. But as you're building and playing, in order for a card not to be disqualified, you need the next any touching cards in the next column to be a higher number. So if this is a 1, well, let's put the 4 in the middle. If this is a 4, all of these next numbers have to be higher. If I had a 3, this 4 would be disqualified, and I've lost that tile. So what you're doing is you're working around, and you're hoping never to kill an entire column where you'd effectively lose. But you're trying to work and and you can expand it either direction. If the middle tile was something like a 16, you could go in both ways. But you're building it out. You can't communicate with the other player, and you're working it around. You can do a replace action, but if you do a replace action, the next turn you're going to have to lay two tiles. So it's a little risky, but sometimes you really want to do it. Ultimately, once you've completed that, if you've got you get all the way from the right to the left, you then basically look for groupings of the same color, and the more you take your maximum group. So if I had, this is a small layup, but there's a single blue, and this wouldn't have been disqualified, but there's a single blue and there's 2 blues, I get 2 points instead of 1 point. So you're looking to have the biggest group. You add them together, and then one of the things that's neat is at the end of playing it once, you'll have flipped over some cards. Again, this isn't what it would be, and you sort of make your line. You remove the ones that didn't work, and then you play again with that smaller set, and add that to your score to get your actual sort of score. They have some nice scoring tiles for two players in solo, and it's cool. That's really cool art. It works. It's fun. The production values well done, and it's light. I mean, Emily and I have played it a number of times, and it sort of hits that little bit of a thinker, nothing too bad, nice production value. I like it. So this is Shahrazad. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Most importantly, play some great games. Thanks.